In 1530, Europeans discovered California, which was already inhabited by Native Americans. This was important because it led to the colonization of California by Europeans and the ultimate destruction of the natives. In 1769, Father Junipero Serra started a chain of missions on the coast of California. This mission system was the beginning of colonization in California. In 1810, the Mexicans fought for independence and, in doing so, took over control of California. From 1822 to 1846, Mexico granted over 800 land grants to Mexican citizens. This created the system of giant wealthy ranchos, where they grew cattle and crops. It created a farming and ranching industry and drew more attention to California. In 1826, Jedediah Strong Smith went out with a party to blaze trails to California. This is important because the trails they made were used by pioneers going to California later. 1846 marked the beginning of the California Republic with the Bear Flag Revolt. Rebels raised a bear flag demanding freedom from Mexico. At the same time, the Mexican-American War was beginning. The U.S. and Mexico were fighting over the possession of Texas and California. The battle was long, but eventually the U.S. won. In 1848, a worker at Sutter's mill found flakes of gold in a stream. Although Sutter tried to hide it, word spread quickly. This news made an era called the Gold Rush, in which masses of people came to California seeking gold. In 1849, California became a state. There were now 31 stars on the flag. In 1860, the Pony Express started, which radically changed the speed of communication in the country. Even more importantly, in the 1860s, a transcontinental railroad was built, which allowed California to grow. In 1861, a transcontinental telegraph line was finished. Easterners and Westerners could now communicate quickly and effectively. The West and East coasts were finally connected. In 1913, the Los Angeles Aqueduct was created, bringing water to Los Angeles. It was one of the greatest engineering accomplishments of its time. Also, the California film industry blossomed, and there were more than 70 film studios. Between 1914 and 1918, World War I had been raging. By the 1920s, California had become an industrial force because it had been supplying many other nations with planes and supplies for the war. In 1930, America was suffering from the Great Depression. Many people came to California hoping for a better life, but California was suffering too. In 1939, World War II began. Once again, California was able to provide supplies and planes for the war. This helped Californians get out of the Great Depression. In the mid-1970s, Apple computers were started. This was the beginning of a high-tech industry. It also laid the groundwork for the beginning of Silicon Valley. That tech industry has now become very important to California. In 2007, California produced almost 250 million barrels of oil. It has had a huge impact on our economy and, more importantly, our environment. California today is known for its entertainment, technology, oil, beaches, mountains, and pretty environment.
I love your grand